Hello, 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 and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by yours truly, Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at Dolphin21 on Twitter, and on Twitch and YouTube it's just Dolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse and One Deck Dungeon are available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, as well as analog, cardboard, ink, and dice. And you can get the games and more info at Handelabra.com. Yes, flawless intro. It only took me, what, 67 weeks or whatever. I don't know however many Dolphins dives we have had, but hello all. Hello Seamus, hello Nave Shugs, hello Darren2500, and welcome to our usual routine of One Deck Dungeon followed by Sentinels of the Multiverse. If you haven't seen in the title of this Twitch stream, probably not in the title of the YouTube video for those who are watching on YouTube, I will be doing my Oblivion game for the first time next week on stream. And when I say first time, I mean I played one game with friends, and I played one game. Well, I played one game. I finished one game digitally, except I lost, and then I haven't really actually played more than that. I did start a few games, but didn't really get too far in. There's a lot going on in those games, and when I do play Sentinels on my own time, it's more intermittent between other things that are going on. So next week's kind of going to be my first true solo game of Oblivion, and just like when I learned One Deck Dungeon on stream, we'll be learning Oblivion on stream as well. So be sure to come in and watch it. It is going to be a recurring feature on this stream. I don't want it to be like a viewers choose Oblivion, because it is a long game and I don't want to have to stay on stream much longer than I need to. You know, I mean, I am capable of being here till 3 in the morning, but I will be doing this. The first Dolphins dive of each month will be an Oblivion game, so you can look forward to that at the opener of every month. And I will try to get guests on stream as they are able and willing to. So, people are talking about Oblivion Shard, which I know I've heard it's a really good one, and I see how it's good since it does things based on devastation tokens, which can be quite powerful when there's a lot accumulated, and lot tends to accumulate with various factors. But yes, we'll be playing Oblivion next week, and you can look forward to that then. But this week is going to be more of a routine week. We will be sticking with our One Deck Dungeon achievement earning for today. So let's take a look, which you can't see, I can see, what we still have to do. So other than the hero progression ones, which we're going to work on throughout the course of the One Deck Dungeon playing, defeat a 3-dot dungeon boss on fearless difficulty with hero progression disabled, win a game without claiming an item as loot, win a game without claiming a skill as loot, win a game at experience level 2 or lower, win a game without facing any encounters that have fewer than 3 experience, win a game only claiming strength item and skills and only using strength or free skills, and then the same for agility and magic. Win a game only claiming and using free skills. So we have that whole family: strength, agility, magic, and free. Win a gauntlet in just 5 games. Win a gauntlet on fearless difficulty. Fill all the spaces of all... Okay, that's the same thing. Win the Forest of Shadows, gauntlet mode, and there are 6 hidden achievements, which I don't remember what those are, so we'll just deal with those once we've dealt with most of the other ones. So which should we do today? 3-dot dungeon on fearless with hero progression disabled, or winning a game without claiming an item or a skill as loot, or winning a game at experience level 2 or lower. What do you guys think I should try next? I will leave it up to you what I should try to do. This is viewers choose achievement hunting. So, who wants to participate in viewers' choice? Let's see what you guys in the peanut gallery have to say. In the meantime, I will select new game, and we'll see, you know, my hero lineup. The 4-dot dungeon one, I mean, I have beaten a dungeon. Oh, the 3 dot. Okay, I see. Beating a 3 dot dungeon on Fearless. Go for the one that's entirely butts. None of them are about butts. A vote for 3 experience max only. So what was that one again? That was... I forget if it was you can only face 3 or... Was it win a game without facing encounters that have fewer than 3? So you can only do ones with 3s or 4s in them. At any time. So anytime you open up a door and there's 2 experience, you just ignore it. That one might be a little more doable. But I mean, we are on Fearless here. So without Progression, what would be the most doable? The Lair of the Indrax, failing a resist poison roll, do not remove the poison, immediately discard all 3s, and then the boss has lots of... Oh yeah, and 3s get discarded. I don't think that's a good choice. We have Lich, any 2s rolled are immediately discarded. I think anyone that has that rule is annoying because, you know, you keep discarding dice. First time each box with a skull is covered, discard the die is especially annoying since that's, you know, that requires lots of dice in some capacity. Minotaur's Maze, we've done this one a couple times before, and I think it was doable. I mean, obviously there's a lot of strength here, but it is a base game dungeon, so it's, you know, cream of the crop. Smoldering Ruins, this one, oh boy. Whenever you explore, exile a die. When you explore, also exile the second die. And roll dice for only half rounded up of each type of stat icon. Alright, let's not do this one. This one scares me. I think Minotaur's Maze is the decision. So we're going to disable progression. So we only have the base attributes and items and whatnot. Or skills, rather. And I selected which I did not actually mean to do that necessarily. So agility and strength, we would like to have some strength for the front side because of the armors there. Agility, but obviously these are only 2s, so they're not like, we don't really need, we just need agility dice basically, not agility skills per se. And then the whatchamacallits, the perils are 5s, 3s, and 6s, and the armors are big and whatnot. So the Minotaur, we obviously want strength for. So mana on either side, not as important. Agility, obviously important for the front side, but equal to mana on the reverse side. Strength, super important on both sides. So we probably want to have someone that offers good strength and agility. So the archer, ironically, provides good agility. I say ironically because, as we've seen, my archer win rate is pretty low, especially because Eagle Eye spends a lot of time. But the paladin offers good strength, but not good agility. Rogue offers good agility, but not good strength. The warrior offers good strength and some agility, which is decent. Because obviously we don't need agility as much. But yeah, this is a good starter for strength. And then this is the single player heroic feat, but this tends to be similar to the double player, except you don't store as much dice. Store a heroic die for each damage you take. Second wind, when you descend, heal 2 damage. So warrior can pretty much hang in there for a while. Let's see, the mage was definitely not a good choice there. Fanatic, I'm not selecting you. Come on, stop doing that. Let's see, good strength and then equal on agility or mana. Heroic feat, store a heroic die for any 2 1s left. Aegis of Resurrection turns a mana die into a into a strength 1 mana 3. Not really that good of a skill. Hammer Smash on the Witch, so she only has 2, 2, and 2 for all stats, but Hammer Smash could allow for more strength dice, but not against the boss. And then the Alchemist, except when we're on Fearless difficulty, we don't start with any potion tokens. But I love the Alchemist, except she doesn't provide as much strength or agility, except Enchanted Chris could give us strength or agility. Kaliana also can provide strength and agility through her mana transformation, but let's see. And then that's that. Hunter does actually have great strength and agility right there. Opening shot could give us a free 4 for 1 time or a free 6 for 3 time, and could ignore armors. And yeah, Era Wolf Companion increase in non-heroic die by 2. So I like Hunter, I think. Slayer provides a lot of agility, but not as much strength. Whirlwind, however, that's a cool skill. Let's see. So Hunter and Warrior were the 2 best candidates, and when we double them up, we have 3 strength, 1 agility, 2 strength, 2 agility, no mana whatsoever. So that's not really a good combo. But if I go with the Warden, we get 3 strength, 1 agility, so we'll be very strong on strength, decent on agility, not as good on mana. But Protector, which, oh, I think or at least I used this recently because I remember the skill now. Hunter, your partner increases a die by 2. Whereas that. So maybe I should just play with the Hunter solo. Let's just do Hunter solo. I don't remember if we did a solo last night or a duo, but let's do a solo match. So this is a base game, but I think healing is too boring of a potion. Grenades definitely the most. I mean, we're not going to start with any potions, but Kyrenade is the most generally useful. We don't need to resist poison. I think we'll just stick with the standard deck. Although we'll probably do hybrid again next time because, you know, the last couple of streams I've been like, I've always been playing hybrid. I'm going to go play standard. And now it's like, well, now I've always been playing standard. Maybe I should play hybrid. Yeah, so let's go with Aid. The standard, Aid, Fearless, no progression, Hunter versus Minotaur. Let's go. So the Explore limit is only 3 doors. So this isn't going to be a good candidate for a dungeon to win with only doing encounters that are 3 or higher because, well, we won't have enough choices to disregard. All right. This is a great skill because it rolls a heroic die. So we probably want to get that. It's an auto skill, rolls a heroic die. The problem is, we don't have enough dice to deal with this. We could slow time, but except I only have 1 mana die. We can run past it, but I only have 3 agility dice. Opening shot could be used. So we could like use it, spend 3 time, place a 6 on this armor, and then we could use all 3 of our dice to try to get that 14, but that's just, I don't think that's going to happen. And the penalties are going to be big. If I cover the armor, if I run past it, that's 4 damage and 1 time. If I slow time, it will be 3 hearts and 5 time in addition to the 3 time here. So I'm just going to flee this and see if I can get something that will help me with it later. So agility is going to be the best thing to try to get in order to be able to run past it. Because, you know, agility is what we brought the Hunter for, so that's good. Shadow, spend time for each skill you use. Lots of mana squares, which is unfortunate. The potion that can transform 2 of my non-heroic die to be 6s is a good potion. It'll give me a potion token, so might be good to try to do that. But yeah, so I have to cover this 10 with 3 agility dice, which is very likely to be all of my dice. So I won't be able to cover these 2. Hopefully I roll a 5 with my strength, my 3 strength dice, which is not guaranteed. Hopefully my mana can roll a 3, 4, or 5. It doesn't really matter which, so that. And then my opening shot could place probably on a mana since we're short on those. I think I'm going to flee from this as well. I want to... I need to get a good start here, and we don't really seem to have much of a good start. All right, we have this wall collapse, the cave-in, and this seems doable. This gives me a mana item, which will help with at least one of the other encounters, or I think actually the whatever this what is over here, since I needed mana dice for that. The skill, spend a strength, gain a strength 6. I usually love the skill, but I need to get bolstered on dice at the moment. So let's climb over it. We probably have the best chance of doing that. Or no, we could dismantle, actually. No, yeah, because we're equal on strength and agility. So if I dismantle it, I should be able to do it without the opening shot. Unless I don't get a 5, which is also possible. And I got a 5, but I also didn't get enough for this. But it's only 1 heart and 3 time. Which I could have spent a time to whatever, but that's that. Alright, mana or skill. That skill's not going to help me with the other 2 encounters. I'm going to take the mana for now. But now let's go to the shadow. And let's do the opening shot. Let's not do the 6 one. That's a lot of time. But let's place the 4 on the mana slot. And then let's hope I can roll enough to cover most of the other squares. We did get a 5 with strength. We unfortunately are just shy for... Oh, no, wait, no, we do have era. I forgot about era. Obviously, you have to spend time, but this is kind of required for me to do other things on this fight. My agility, or my mana, actually can cover most of those, and I can still cover one of those other 2 agility squares via a heroic die. In fact, I almost could do it. I could almost do it if I could move this one over, but I can't. Unfortunately, let's see if I could try to use era to do this, but the problem is it doesn't change heroics, and I need to like. Oh no, I already used this. Yeah, I can't use it. Okay. Duh. Can I use this again so I could do more? No. The answer is no. It's tempting to try to figure out a way to pull that 3 out, but I don't think there really is without trying to take a die from here. So 1 heart of damage is not bad. And the potion is good. It will give me a potion token. It will heal me 1. And I could use it on the boulder. So if I go for this, because I think Valor is going to be an essential skill, then I think I could just go ahead and run past it. And then I can use opening shot. If I spend 1 time to place a 4, I can't place it in the armor slot. So that would put a 10 there. So I'd still need to get 10 plus a 5 with my 3 agilities. Which heroism, like if I roll a 5, then that's awesome. Then I could use heroism to cover the other 2. If I don't roll a 5, I could use heroism to turn one of those into a 6 and then put another 6 here. But then I still have to hope that that's a 4, which is... So it's going to be a gamble if I don't get a 4. Like if I roll these, if my 3 agility dice are 3s and lower, which I don't know the probability. I used to be good at probability. Actually, it should be straightforward, right? Because it's just 1/2 cubed. Because it's like, assume die 1 is a 1, 2, or 3. And then die 2 is a 1, 2, 3, and then a die 3 is 1, 2, 3. So it's a 1 in 8 chance. 12.5% chance. Okay, I'm gonna take the gamble. We're gonna place the 4 here. And come on, give me something that's not that. Okay then. Well, I'm gonna have penalties here because I can't do all the things then. But I'm 1 shy, I have no more potions, and I can't use that skill, so I'm done. I'm taking 4 damage, but I survived because I healed. So, ugh, man, that's annoying. Alright, we got Valor. This will make combats a little better. Oh boy, this guy. He's the one that discards 1s and 3s. Definitely not doing that, even with my Valor. Because there's a lot of... I mean, I don't need mana, at least. But I don't have enough agilities, despite other things. I'm fleeing. Alright, Goblin X equals 4 per open door, including this one. So that's 8, unfortunately. And we don't have enough agilities to cover all of these without spending the heroic. We don't have enough strength to cover these without the heroic. The mana could convert into something, and yeah. So I'm gonna go and do this. Opening shot, like it's kind of like if I spend the 4 to place the 4 here, that's equal value. I could use it to cover that agility 4, and then I'm not as worried about the agility at that point. Yeah, why not? Now I need to make sure I cover all the hearts, because any damage I take, I die. So the strength isn't good. The agility, whatever, I got enough to cover the 2s, which is what matters most. The strength, however, is definitely an issue. Let's do Valor. Let's see what we get with Valor. We get a 5. Which, if I increase my strength by 2, I can then cover the armor, and then I can cover everything else except for that agility 4, but that is fine because it's better than dying. Okay. So I'm at my item limit, and the skill is to spend an agility die to prevent a heart of damage, but I could also use it in a boss fight to prevent 2 hearts of damage. That's probably useful. That will help enable me to avoid certain consequences. Skeleton. If any boxes are empty, spend 2 time. Lots of squares, but I kind of have to go for it. We're gonna enter. Let's see. So there's not too many heart consequences, but I do have to make sure I avoid taking any hearts of damage. So do I want to place a 4? See, the 4 would only really... I feel like it's a waste to put it on a 2 because I'm almost likely... I'm almost guaranteed to get better than the 2. Or at least the 2. The 4 here is not as guaranteed, so I probably should put the 4 on the mana slot. Alright, let that 1. At least we can increase it by 2. We have Valor. Let's see what Valor does us. That gives us a 2. So our mana is actually great, unfortunately. I could at least convert that to a heroic 5. My agility, I can at least dodge. That's kind of what I could do. I guess I could increase that by 2, so maybe I don't want to do that. Let's see. This 2 I could put in that slot, maybe, and then I can cover those. Actually, yeah, I can cover everything, so it's not a big deal. I can use Era to increase that. Okay, no consequences. Invisibility is a great potion, and since we're short on potions, I'm going to take it. It'll also heal me. So, if there's an encounter I don't want to face, like the Phantom, I could just use invisibility. Triple Strike is an expensive skill, but it will give me a 5, a 5, and a 5. Except I am maxed on skills right now. 1 item and 2 skills. So I could just use invisibility to claim this and get 4 experience. But let's actually explore. Assuming I don't take any time and consequences with the next encounter, I could come back and face the Phantom. We have this guy again, which we did previously. And now the potion is Clarity. Reroll 1s and 2s and then roll a heroic. I'm kind of like hoarding all the potions here. I don't usually claim potions, but when you don't have any potions to start with, it's scary. 2 experience though, but if I do then claim the 4 experience from the Phantom, then I'll level up. So let's go enter. The problem is if I spend time, I can't really explore without taking a heart of damage. But if I level up, I'll heal up the damage. But no, I'm going to skip that since last time we were able to do it. We had a good mana roll. This time we're done. We're not going to have a good mana roll. You know, knock on wood. But we do have Valor, which gives me a 2. But let's see. So the 2 could go there. The 4 could go there. The 5, the 2, the 2, the 6, the 5, the 3. Okay, that was a good roll. I did not need to use my opening shot. So since I want to level up, I mean, like, if I want to get the potion token, whatever, but, like, I could also level up and get a potion token. And Clarity does help mitigate the bad rolls, and it adds a heroic die, but let's level up. I think leveling up is important, because it will give us an extra heroic die. Oh, I'm going to take damage here because of invisibility, that's right. Oh, well. It's worth it, because I'll heal it back immediately. Did I heal twice? Or am I confused? Hold on. Oh no, I took the damage because of that. Okay, I'm at 3. Wait, I'm confused. Exactly how, you can actually rewind a way back here. Let's see. We were at 3 here. Okay. And then I ended the encounter. And I took the experience. And then I stayed on the floor. Oh, because I used the potion. Okay, yeah, because using the potion heals you. I used invisibility, which healed me. Well, first I took the damage, then I healed. Yeah, okay. Now I understand the order of operations. Okay. I could stay on the floor, but then I'll take a heart of damage. So I'm going to descend. Okay, so when you explore, spend an extra time. And now we have these 3 armors. The 3 strength armors. Remember that our end goal is to get a lot of strength to fight the Minotaur, so let's try to focus on getting strength items and skills. Or skills that give us strength, rather. Which Armor Crush isn't, and it actually spends a strength, and the Minotaur doesn't have armor, so Armor Crush not too useful. But we do have 2 heroic dice thanks to Valor, so I'm going to enter. Do I want to do this? We don't really have enough strength and manas, so I should place a 4. And let's place it on this slot, since it will be a heart of penalties. Let's roll the heroic. All right. So Era is giving us a +2 if we need it, to a non-heroic die. I can at least cover some of the armors there. I have a 6. That's a bit of a waste if I put it there, but see, the problem with that is I could dodge and avoid the heart of penalty. Hello, Bella Sorcier. Welcome. So this isn't using Era. Makes me feel like there might be a better way to use her, but let's see. Let's take off some of these and see. So the most annoying thing is that I don't have a 3 for that, so I can't save the 6 for that thing. +2 to the 2 blue die. Oh, right, because I could do that. Right. Duh. Thank you. I forgot I could do that as well. All right, good. No consequences. So I don't really like that skill. I mean, it's a great skill, but I don't think it's not going to help against the boss. And it's going to spend a strength, which I'm trying to keep. So I think I'll just take a mana die. We have another Cave-In, which could give us Flame Weave, or it could give us an Agility. Which, I mean, Agility is going to be important on the next floor. Unfortunately, Valor won't play a role, but our extra heroic die will. Do I want to dismantle it or climb over it? With 4 dice, I have to get a 5 and a 3, and then... Yeah, I don't think climb over it's going to be that doable, but we could dismantle it. I'm going to avoid the opening shot, though. Unfortunately, that's not good. Because, yeah. Yeah, that's not too good. But if I can increase this 1 by 1, I can cover that. The question is that worth it versus 1 heart and 3 time? And I don't think 1 heart and 3 time is that bad of a consequence. It's a lot of time. The heart of damage stinks, but I only have the 1 potion, so I'm going to save the potion. So the skill is Flame Weave, which is spend 2 mana to gain a 5 mana, and this can be used on perils. So I've been finding that peril skills are nice, because most of the skills that are really nice can't be used in perils. The ones that can be used on perils seem like they would be weak, but you can use them in perils. So, Versus an agility die. Well, let's take the skill. That will give us a little more control on our mana. And then we have the Shadow again, who spends time for each skill used. Static Burst, spend 4 mana, gain 4 strength and 4 agility, and then increase 1 of your dice by 1. That is a nice skill, but it can't be used in perils. Plus, I'm at my skill limit. And, I mean, I just took Flame Weave. But, I mean, Valor's obviously great. Dodge might not be as necessary, but whatever. We can do this, I think. We do have Valor, we have the thing. I mean, obviously, skills I use will waste time. But, let's skip the opening shot. Okay. Before I immediately jump to Valor, let's see what we can do here. Obviously, we have to cover the 10 in order to progress. We have 2 2s we would love to be able to cover. Or at least, well, I mean, we could dodge, but that's a waste of a die. So I could cover the 10 with 6 and 4, and that saves me a 5 for one of those. 3 and 3, unfortunately, just a hair short with this 2. And if I use both my 4 and 3, I can't do that. So I could use Era to increase that by 1. My mana, I'm just short for this 3, but I could Flame Weave to get it. But that will spend time. However, hearts are certainly more of a need, or more of a requirement. I have this floating 6. Which is probably going to go towards that 3. Or no, wait, we have this one too. So maybe I guess it's going to that 2. Because between Era and Flame Weave, we can cover the other squares. And yeah, so it's going to spend time, but I have to cover every other square because they're all hearts. So I'm going to have to do it to avoid all the hearts. And then Flame Weave spends another time, but gives me what I need. You have a subscriber icon. Woo! Excellent. Thank you for your patronage to the stream, Bella Sorcier. I also have a subscriber icon because I just renewed my Twitch Prime sub. Let's take the item. I've been steering away from these fixed item or fixed number things, but I'm kind of happy with my current skills, other than possibly Flame Weave, but Flame Weave will help with peril someday. So I've been wanting to try to get strength, but I'm not really getting it. But I do at least have 2 heroics that could make up for the strength. Maybe. The Beetle. If any armor boxes are empty, discard this instead of looting. But at least we will not spend time for using skills, which will help us. A heroic 6 is tempting, but the cost of 3 agility is just too much, I think. And that being able to use it on a peril isn't really that good, because you have to spend 3 agilities in a peril where you don't have too many agility dice, or too many dice rather. Do I want to do this? Yeah, let's do that. Cover the 4. Let's hope we can get a good strength roll, since strength is pretty short, and we didn't really. We do have some heroics that could make it up, maybe. We do have a 6. We have a 5 that could go there, but we do have 2 other armors to worry about. We have a mana 3, that's good, and the rest of the mana I don't need as much. Flame Weave can at least give me a heroic 5 with these 2. I could also get a heroic 6, I guess, but that seems like a waste. So I can at least dodge. Okay, so I can ignore 1 heart. I can era to increase that by 2, and then that. So yes, so I don't need to cover this square since I'm not taking a heart penalties because of dodge, so that's good. So I'm at my item limit, I'm at my skill limit. I could take the experience, or I could convert this to experience because it's actually more experience, and it doesn't change my dice count. The boulder. Alright, that does give me a strength, which is what I want. I'll probably end up converting a mana die, because the next floor is going to be pretty hard with that 12 there, so I need to keep all my agility still. But against the Minotaur, I need strength. If I slow time, I can use Flame Weave, but that's 3 time, which is expensive. I could run past it, but I only have 4+1 dice. But I could opening shot, which I could opening shot to place it on the 3. And then my 4+1 dice, hopefully one of them is a 5, and then the remaining 4 could hopefully total up to 14. I do have heroism if I need it. Let's run past it. I think that will work better. And that gives me 3, 3, 4, 6, 6. That works. Great. Let's take the item, and we want to save the agility, so let's convert a mana. So now the hope is that I can get 3 experience in the next fight. But if you slow time, then you're moving faster, thus taking less time to do it. Okay, ooh boy. Before the encounter, 1 hero loses a heart. Ouch. Lots of mana here. Ouch. If I flee, then this is the last encounter on the floor, so I would basically be saying I don't want to fight it. I could just invisibility it to level up, which will give me a potion token back. And it will heal me, and when I get the potion token, I'll also get healed. Versus fighting it where I lose a heart. So I'll profit 3 hearts by using invisibility. Clearly what happens is that there's a JoJo's monologue and the editor isn't informed of the phenomena of JoJo time. Is this a so the previous comment was the JoJo reference? I don't understand things. I'm gonna invisibility. I think using invisibility on 4 experience things is probably the best way to use it. Oh boy, but I could replace this with a mana heart, but then I wouldn't level up. Ah, no. I could. Is Flame Weave 3? No, Flame Weave is 2. See, consistency isn't gonna help with covering the 5s and the 6s against the Minotaur, so it's not gonna be like, I always think like my main focus when it comes to like what skills and items I want is what's gonna help me most against the boss. That's like the end goal in this game. So I think I'm just gonna take the experience. JoJo time, where a 1-minute fight takes almost half an hour. Oh, so it's like Dragon Ball Z in that regard, where the Namek's gonna blow up in 5 minutes, and 10 episodes later, we're still a couple minutes away. Okay. Poison dart traps. So this is where things get scary. The bandit. This is the guy we're making a heroic die. He uses 3 dice and not 2. But I get backstab as a skill, which actually could be a great skill. I normally like kind of crap on this because it's like, I hate skills that involve rolling dice. But actually, this is kind of a cheap man's way of converting an agility die, like, or converting an agility item into a strength item. Because, obviously I want more strength for the reverse side, but I still need mana to deal with various encounters here. So this skill might actually be the way to mitigate that. But holy smokes, I need a lot of agility here. Oh man. Oh boy. And there's so many hearts of consequences, and oh man, I can't even like use my mana to make a heroic die. Oh man. This is what happens when a combat that requires a lot of agility is placed in a dungeon that has a lot of agility. Holy smokes. So I guess the option is the invisibility then. Which, as I said, using invisibility on an experience that's 4 is ideal. This is 3 experience. But I think I want that skill. So I'm just gonna do it, whatever. We'll make it up somehow. Or we won't. We'll go into the boss with no potions. It's a bold strategy. Alright, the Wraith, who converts an item to experience. However, this is more of a fair spread of colors. So I could probably convert the agility to experience, since, I mean, I need some mana. And I can take the strength items, so that will work out. So we'll do that. Now, I probably do want an opening shot just to make sure I can do things. Because there's a lot of strength. But I do now, with backstab, I don't need strength as much. Do I want to place a 6? It's unlikely I'm going to get a 6, aren't I? So I'm going to spend the time to place the 6 and save the heart. As long as I can make it to the boss, we'll find a way to luck out. That's my current plan, is to luck out. Not really a good roll here. Let's Valor it up, see what we get. We get a 4, and I could put... So my 2 strengths here are pretty crappy, but I could convert it to a heroic to put into backstab. It will basically replace the dice. I could use that one, but I could also use it for dodge. I could use it for both. The thing is, I could use Era to increase it by increase one of those. This 2, however, is not going to see much use. So maybe I want to increase that one and then convert those. But the problem is I'm so short on strength now. We do have heroics. What can I do with those heroics? I don't know. We don't really have enough for the armor here. But I could use the heroic 2 to get a 5 to place there, but then I lose this 2. But I guess that 2 is not going to do too much for me anyway. Oh boy, I don't really feel like this is a good roll. Plus 2ing a blue 3 would let you convert a 1 to a 5. Oh, plus 2ing the... Okay. Era plus 2, and then Flame Weave to get me a 5. But that still puts me just short of that, which is a problem. Alright, let's do the backstab thing. Because anything involving a roll we need information from before we decide. I've got another one. Oh boy. Well, I guess we could use that to get a Flame Weave going. In some capacity. Maybe. We have a 5. That's good. I don't know, because I feel like I want to use a 2 on that square, but I don't know. Well, we are at full health, so I don't need to worry about heart penalties as much, so that's okay. These ones are a pain because I can't do anything with these other than convert, obviously. This 2 isn't going to do me anything either. Oh, geez. This 6... I think I want to save that for the 5. I can wolf one. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, see, there's a lot of things I could potentially wolf, which is making this difficult. And then I have to figure out whether I'm gonna... So do I want to try to cover the 12? Because there's not really much of a way I could do that with the current dice unless I steal this 2 or I convert these to a 1, but then I'm not using it somewhere else. Never mind the whole fact that I still have to somehow cover that. Alright, let's increase that by 2. This 2's still floating around. But I could maybe use Flame Weave if I put those 2 dice in there. Which doesn't actually do enough, is the unfortunate thing. I can put that there. Yeah, that's not enough, so I should at least cover that if I don't have enough. Boy. Use the heroic 2 for Flame Weave. I mean, I do still have a heroic 2 floating around. And that saves me a 1 that could go in there. Or it could be dodged. I think is going to be equivalent anyway. That saves me... Does that save me anything? Was that... I guess I had 3 and 2 previously, didn't I? I think. I don't know. I'm lost. But there... Yeah, this 2 is floating around, but I can't really do anything with it. Yeah, because I covered the 2s up here. Yeah, so I am saving a heart. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. Alright, I'm at my skill limit. And I lost my item, so I'm going to take the item. This gives me more strength for the Minotaur. Spiked log. Well, I could easily clobber the logs because I have like 6 dice. Dodging the logs is now going to be difficult. We're going to go and clobber the logs. Yeah, whatever. I don't need that anymore. If I don't get a 6, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Remember when I said this was gonna be easy? Oh boy. 3 hearts in one time or 1 heart in one time. Obviously 1 heart one time is better, so I knew that 6 was gonna be a problem. Oh well. Skill limit, not item limit, but I kind of just want to push for the extra heroic die. We might be able to get that, especially if I can get a 4 experience encounter. But we only have 2 more encounters, and if I spend any time in consequences, it's going to be painful. The magic rune, rather the rune puzzle, we can destroy it. Remember when I said I could easily do things? This time on, I mean, placing a 4 isn't really gonna help, is it? Let's do it, whatever. Place the 4 on the 11. I'm starting to get a little, impatient, I guess. I don't know. I want things to happen. They're not happening. But, alright, we pulled that off. This is only 2 experience, though. I'm gonna take the experience. I'm losing the agility die, but I will... Whatever this is, I have to do it in order to level up. Bear traps, oh boy. And not really enough agility to handle it. And no potions, for that matter. If I disarm them, I will take a heart straight up. And then I only have 4 dice, which have to cover all of these squares, so I'd have to roll a 3, 5, 6, 6. I could get away without this 6 and still survive, but oh man. I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna gamble the other door. I can at least use opening shot now. I guess no, I couldn't have still. Alright, pick the lock or bash open. We're going to bash it open, but I can use opening shot. So it's the same thing as the last fight. And I do have a 6. I do have a 5. I do have enough. Okay. Yay! I leveled up! It gives me a potion, it gives me a heroic die, and I'm not gonna face the bear traps. Alright, let's see if I can do this. I don't think this is going to work out. But we have seen some amazing victories on this stream. Plus, I do have, like, Valor. Valor will change the game, right? Or I don't roll a 5 or a 6 anywhere. No 5s or 6s. Wow, that's exceptionally bad. Wow, okay. Well, Era can help. Valor, whatever. Here we go. Valor will do it for us. Nope. Backstab will do it for us. Nope. Okay. Oh boy. I rolled like 20 dice and I didn't get a 5 or a 6. Are these dice loaded? Alright, Flame Weave gives me a 5 mana. Era can turn that into a 6, but I'm still not going to get a 5 or a 6 on the agility, but Heroism would give me that, but then I don't have that for the strengths. Which is actually really bad. Actually, is there any way I can survive this? I mean, like, Heroism will heal me. I'll be at 4. Or I can take 4 hearts of damage. It might be like... I might just need to survive this round, flat out. So if I Era to turn that into a 6... And then... I don't know what's the best use for here, but I guess, well... I can put any number of dice on this square. So, or this rectangle. which that, but I can heroism to save 4 more hearts of damage, and then I can dodge. This does 2 damage on the boss. I have to do 10 damage total. But that was such an exceptionally bad roll. The problem is I do kind of have to get good rolls everywhere. I need 5s and 6s. I skipped all the skills that would have gotten me 5s and 6s. But I will survive this round, so I think I'm going to do that. Now, arguably, I could have turned one of those 6 placements into a 5 and did more damage to the boss at the expense of more damage to me. But, geez. Let's just try to survive. Let's try to get 6s now. We got some 5s, some 6s. So that can at least be done. We do not have... Well, we do have Valor. Okay, let's try Valor. Gives me another 5. So I could cover those 5s. And then I can dodge. So I can ignore that 6 now. I just need to cover this 4. Which is easily accomplishable. Famous last words, but... That does it. Alright, and I could also cover the 6 if I wanted to. I'm just gonna showboat, I guess. There we go. Now, there might be some strategy of actually not doing the full amount of damage to the boss. See, the thing is, this square increases X equals 4 times the number of damage on the Minotaur, minimum 12. So it's minimum 12, but if I do full damage here, he's going to be at 7 skulls. This will be a 28 square, and I'm going to have no hope of covering that. But I don't have to cover it if I can survive it, which if I can dodge and and cover all the other squares, which is already a tall order, then I wouldn't need to cover it. If I ignore these 2, if I do 2 less damage to the boss, I would absolutely need to cover these all of the strength squares, and then not take 3 damage, which there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can dodge 2, so that's 4, so I'd still have to cover at least 2 of these, right? Or wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 2 is 4. I can only take at most 2, so I would have to cover 1 of those or these 2. Oh no, but I have to cover these anyway because they're skulls. In order to win. Which actually, so if I cover both of those, so alright, so if I do this, then I can just ignore these 6s. I don't need these 6s in the next round. But I have to make sure I cover everything else, and I'll win. Or if I do max damage to the boss here, which obviously I'm going to do that, but if I do max damage to the boss, I would have to cover this with a 28, which if I can't do that, I'm going to have to make sure I can cover everything else, because that's 4 hearts minus 2, which is already the max I can do. Or I can take 1 out, and then this is a 24. Oh boy. Welcome to Strategy with Dolphin. I think it's going to be... I think I want to minimize that. This is going to be a bad idea. but this is now only a 20, and I just have to cover everything except the 2 6s over here. So, cross my fingers. Actually, I guess I cover any whatever. I didn't get a 6. But we do have 5s, which covers those. Oh, I can era. Okay, so that's good. Backstab. Gives me 2 more 5s. So, where does that put me? I can era this. Oh, but I have to dodge for this to work, so I can't. Okay. Oh, but I have Valor! I have Valor! I have Valor! Wasn't as exciting as I had hoped it would be. But it's something. I can dodge with that. Okay. Then I can convert these into a heroic to cover that, and then I can era that. And we won! We won! Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was sick. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is... I love wins like this, where like I didn't think it was going to work out. I mean, in a game like One Deck Dungeon, it's kind of like dependent on what rolls you get. But that first roll we had against the Minotaur was so bad that I lost a lot of faith. But that victory at the end, after I was weighing the decision, like should I do max damage and then have to deal with the 28, or should I do less damage and hope that I can do it? Oh my gosh. And I did get the achievement, but before I go there, let's remember to actually hit the statistics button, because these are some statistics that I like to check, but I keep forgetting to. The Hunter, we are now at a streak of 11-5, which actually is way better than the global stats. I win with the Hunter twice as often as I lose. Minotaur is 4-4. I've won as often as I've lost. I've spent 101 time and taken 15 damage and survived 15 encounters. How many, ironically, we rolled a lot of 5s, and I think most of the 5s were actually at the end in that last bout, but 33 5s, 32s, 27 1s, 25 6s, 22 4s, 21 3s. 3s was the least rolled number, which would have been nice to know in advance, because that would, if I knew I was not going to roll as many 3s, I could have faced a dungeon where I got the 3, or would have discarded all the 3s. But hey, look, something's fishy over here. 5 million 6s rolled, but 5.3 million 2s rolled. This game's rigged. Of course, it's rigged. All right, so I did get the achievement. You're not going to see it on the screen, but I did get it. I don't know where it will be listed, because it doesn't seem to be ordered based on the... Actually, can I order it? No. I don't know how to view Steam achievements in a way that makes sense, because it's like, I think it's just listed in the order that Handelabra put it in. But I did get challenge accepted, defeat a 3-dot dungeon boss on fearless difficulty with hero progression disabled. And we unlocked that at March 29th at 8:04 p.m. All right. So, we did that. Unfortunately, progression was disabled, so we didn't actually get to level up the Hunter. But holy smokes, look at all that. I could have used all of that. I could have had those things in that, but I couldn't. All right, well, yeah, so the Hunter actually, since I've played with her a lot, has a maxed out basic and a maxed out healing focus. So we do get all of those things if we do have the progression. But without the progression, certainly, like, this game becomes quite challenging. Like, if I had any basic skill, I could have gotten something. I could have had an extra health. I could have had an extra skill or item. Could have started with an extra potion despite it being fearless. When I used the potion, I could have healed an additional damage. when I descended, I could have healed an additional damage, and after each boss round, I could have healed 1 damage, so I could have healed 2 damage against the boss itself. All right, enough talking. Let's go now out of the game and into Sentinels. And while that's starting up, let's change the game. So I do ordinarily do viewer's choice now, but I think what I'm going to do for the time being is... And is this showing up on the stream? It is. Okay. I think what I'm going to do... we started this last week when I did Akash'Thirya versus Akash'Bhuta. But I think now we're going to do Comodora versus Capitan. And I think I'm going to stick with the Oblivion heroes. I'll just order them. Oh, come on, I want you. Just order them like that. I don't know. I do need to learn these heroes a little more, and so the best way to learn them is to use them. So we're just going to do that. And we should also do an Oblivion environment. And last week, I think we did Nexus of the Void. So what would be a different one? I think we did... Or no, did I didn't do Champion Studios on stream, but I did play in that offline. Fort Adamant, Meridian Refuge, or Mordengrad. So I guess I'll send that question to the chat. You can have this choice: Fort Adamant, Meridian Refuge, or Mordengrad. First one that gets 2 votes, you'll go with. It's like classical viewer's choice. But I think it will work fine here because it's not too many choices. And 2 votes for Adamant, so Adamant gets it. So let's see. Advanced, start of the villain turn, destroy your ongoing or equipment card. The first time lock copy town will be dealt damage each round. Redirect that damage to the non-villain target with the highest HP. And then the challenge roll puts a lot of crews out. We did challenge last week. Let's do advanced this week. And no, we're not going to do ultimate. We already did all the ultimates. I did the summer ultimates so that I wouldn't have to do ultimates ever again. That was the real reason. Alright, so advanced La Capitan versus La Comodora, the Harpy, Lifeline, Luminary, and Akash'Thirya in Fort Adamant. You've lost the Fuego. Where is your crew, your treasure, your joy? I defy this future. Now is not your time, Maria. Try to remember this battle, though. It will become clear later. That unique dialogue. This is the main reason that I want to do this, is so I can see all the unique dialogues. I could see them all at once if I wanted to, but let's do it all on stream just so there's a record of it. Alright, so La Comodora is starting with 2 flintlock and cutlasses, a harnessed anomaly, and way anchor. The Harpy has Arcane Explosion, 2 tenuous focuses, and the Flock's Care. Lifeline has Alien Arcana, Calculated Action, Master Manipulator, and Unnatural Upheaval. Luminary has Dangerous Vision, Regression Turret, Repair Nanites, and Technologically Stable. And Akash'Thirya has Cultivation, Noxious Pod, Primeval Germination, and Thrashing Brambles. So this is just advanced. So she will destroy a hero ongoing or equipment card at the start of the villain turn, which will in turn be placed underneath her. On the flip side, the first time the Capitan will be dealt damage each round, redirect that damage to the non-villain target with the highest HP, except we would just get rid of villain cards first or something. You have the ship. Walk the plank, so someone cannot use a power. That person is, of course, Akash'Thirya. And then Plunder, which, by the way, there are no cards in play. Okay, so that's a decent time for that. Now, I think that Paradoja Magnifica's mechanics are interesting. Not only does it grant an extra card play, but at the start of the villain turn, it shuffles the villain trash into the villain deck, which is a surprisingly potent effect because it cancels any deck manipulation, and you can't really bank on saying, all right, so we saw Plunder, which means there's now 1 fewer Plunder in the deck, which means I cannot have to worry about ongoing cards because they're not going to get destroyed. Actually, they can, because you can shuffle the trash into the deck, and Kapitan could basically play the same card 15 consecutive turns. So the ship is like priority number 1 if you want to like manipulate her deck or other things. So what can we do to try to accomplish that? Flintlock and Cutlass can do 2 and 2. Harness the Anomaly can do a variety of things, but we don't really have cards in our trashes just yet, but obviously we could just do this for random card play. And then Weigh Anchor can potentially put out a lot of equipments at the start of the game. And I kind of like that idea. Let's see what we get. We get an equipment, we get an equipment, we get a one-shot. So, alright, we got 2 equipments. At the end of your turn, a hero may use a power. If none do, draw a card. Or, at the end of your turn, up to 3 players may each draw a card. Timeless Treasure is at least an effect that, at the start of your turn, discarding a card or destroying this card. But you could also choose to have yourself draw a card and have 2 other players draw cards. And so it's basically a net gain. So you could certainly utilize this to get a card back or something. So let's shuffle Weigh Anchor back into my deck, because we can get more equipments. This will be placed under the top card of my deck. So what power do we want? Harpy could deal 2 damage. That's straightforward. Lifeline. Lots of card draws. Luminary. Discard 2 cards. Put any devices into play. Which... more devices, more problems. Let's have Luminary do things. To which we got 1 shots. Oh boy. Alright, whatever. Let's have Comodora draw, because she is going to need to control her deck. And by the way, we drew Weigh Anchor, fun fact. So who are the 2 others? Who doesn't have something to do this turn, I guess, is the best question. Which... not 100% sure. Oh no, Luminary put more cards in the trash. Oh no. I think Lifeline has quite a few things to do. Arcane Explosion, but we don't have good arcane setup yet. And we have a lot of things that will flip that. So let's give a card to Harpy to try to get more arcanes. And a card to someone else. Let's give it to Akash. No, Akash'Thirya has a lot of card draw innately. Let's give it to Luminary. Alright, so do I want to do Ancient Tome? I do have 3 or more control tokens. I do have an ongoing card, but I do have to think about doing damage to the ship, by the way. But yeah, let's Ancient Tome. This gives us Uncontrollable Flock and Harpy Hex. Harpy Hex is great because I could flip tokens and deal damage. Uncontrollable Flock is going to keep flipping arcanes. But she does forcibly deal damage. It says the Harpy deals X targets 1 damage each, not up to X targets. And after that was... no, she's going to do 1 damage to 2 targets. So that could do whatever, but I like Harpy Hex. And I don't have to put it into play immediately, but I am. Because that does lots of things. Applied Numerology, awesome. Alright, so Lifeline could either play 2 cards or draw 3 cards. We don't have another power. I don't have ongoing cards to destroy. Probably better to not play 2 cards. Alien Arcana, though, can deal more damage. Draw a card, and someone else can draw a card. Let's give that to Harpy. Comodora. Lots of cards for Comodora. It's kind of my first priority, is cards for Comodora, so that we can keep equipments in play as needed. Alright. Now the nice thing is that Capitan cannot destroy devices because these are not equipments, they're devices. We have lots of devices here. And we could reduce damage dealt by Capitan by 1 with the regression turret. Repair nanites would heal, but we don't need to. We have no devices in our trash. So let's do regression turret. And let's actually use that power because it will at least let us deal damage to La Paradoja Magnifica. I could damage one of our heroes with the remaining effect, but Akash'Thirya is one where she could do that, but we don't have a power for her where that could matter, but we could we don't have powers. We don't have seeds in the trash. And discard or play the top card of the environment deck. Well, I mean, lots of things that could do random things. Let's put out Primeval Germination, I guess, because if we can put a seed into the trash in an upcoming turn, we can then shuffle it in. Alright, so we have the Bionic Patroller, who is damaging Akash'Thirya. Do we want to play? I honestly don't know if this environment is good or bad on average. But we could certainly just keep playing a bunch of cards just to make this more fun. Oh boy, EMP cannon, nice. Let's have fun. Ooh. Ooh, the EMP cannon, yes! That actually can help us get rid of the ship. Okay, and we have to destroy something, and that something will go underneath her. Yeah, probably want to get rid of a Comodora card because it will at least let me skip having to discard a card. Although I probably don't need all of these. Like Alien Arcana isn't the strongest effect, but it is auto damage at least. Yeah, I think we'll just get rid of Alien Arcana. Battle Forged. It's actually bad because it's going to go after the regression turret, which means that Battle Forged is going to play a card. Oh, good! Raiding party! I wanted more crews. And then we're destroying one of these. So I guess we'll destroy... I think extra powers is more valuable than extra card draws. No, I'm not going to be able to mitigate the draws, but we do have Lifeline here to help. Alright. We managed to keep the other things. Discard a card to keep this in play. Let's get rid of the straight up damage dealer because we have more fun things to do. It'll be fine. Luminary will just drop the moon. Yes. This could be a time for an arcane explosion, since there's a lot of cards out there. Even though this could hurt us a lot, actually, it will do 2 damage to every non-hero target, 3 damage to each target, so that will hurt us quite a bit, but that's 5 damage across the board. But I'm willing to take that risk. Let's do ship shape. This sounds a bit misleading, but I understand what's going on here. EMP cannon will deal itself 2 energy damage and 1 target 5 energy damage, so this will help us get rid of the ship. We can also use it on Harpy's turn to get rid of True Shot. But yes, so we'll get rid of the other damage dealer. First time I discarded a card, I draw a card, fun fact. Yeah. And we got the figurehead. Perfect. A hero may use a power. We could have the EMP cannon trigger a second time with another hero. That could be fun. But I think we'll have the Harpy just do 2 damage straight up. Because then Arcane Explosion will take out the ship. I also have this extra 1 damage. Oh, and the EMP cannon is going to take a lot of damage. In fact, I cannot use the EMP cannon again. Because it'll be at 1 HP. But it was fun while it lasted, right? So I guess I can't really get rid of True Shot then. But Battle Forged is going to keep playing cards because he's going to keep destroying drones. Or devices. And seeds, yes. Oh yeah, by the way, we're nemesis. Fun fact. That's okay. This is fine. Everything's fine. So, oh man, I wish I could get rid of True Shot, but I can't really. Ooh, Unleash Energy can deal each non-hero target 2 energy damage, so that's going to be good. Let's do 2 damage to Battle Forged. Mystical Outburst. All right. Now, let's have some fun. Calculated action. I will play 2 cards. Let's do Unleash Energy. I'm just going to have a full card play turn here, if that's okay. I'm going to play a card. I'm going to play Matter Manipulator. I'm going to play Leyline Shift. Discard a bunch of cards. One of these can be put into play, and the Lifeline card, Haunting Memories. But I'm out of card play, so that's not going to do me anything. Darn. Mystical Outburst is going to deal 2 damage. Hasten Victory, deal each villain target 1 lightning damage. That will take out Chip. We'll hit Battle Forged. Flintlock and Cutlass 2 and 2 will take out Battle Forged, and then can do 1 damage somewhere else. Ooh, Accelerate Nature's Order. Or we could do Blast Doors. If at least 1 card is discarded this way, the environment deck cannot play cards this turn. If at least 3 cards are discarded this way, also destroy all other environment cards, then destroy this card. Hey, Sparky Wolf, how are you doing? Let's Hasten Victory. We're getting a lot of AoE effects this round. Each player may draw a card, each hero target regains an HP. And then, what was that? Discard the top card of my deck too. I want to use a power now. Well, I could, but no. Because my power is to draw a card, and a player other than me may draw a card. So, not really. Yeah, I don't really have an extra power to use. Okay. I do not have any devices in play. This could actually get me my thingamabobber doohickey back. Destroy up to 3 non-character card devices and/or ongoing cards. Well, there's not really a good number of those. Repair nanites, I don't want. I don't want that. I don't want that. I think I'm going to get my thingamabobber doohickey back. Oh no, I can't because it's underneath her. No, my regression turret. No. Okay, that's fine. Actually, it's not totally fine, but whatever. So I guess let's put out the backlash generator. And then let's see what we get here. We got no devices. I keep discarding not devices. But that's okay, because Luminary likes things in this trash. Okay, Akash'Thirya can actually use a power this turn. We want to get a seed into the trash, so cultivation is going to help with that. There are no seeds in play. And Battleforge still has to be destroyed, so I guess I probably should just do Thrashing Brambles. However, that is going to hit me for 4 damage. Ugh. Oh boy. Well, I could put out Noxious Pod so that when it gets destroyed, but Battleforge will probably destroy it, and then it's not too good, but we'll do that, and then we'll put Creeping Mold. The thing about our doohickey Luminary would be proud. Yes. Oh, hey, I can play the top card of the environment deck because it is a seed, and I can take out Battleforge. Oh, yeah. Now, Final Breath is going to take out one of these things. But if I do 2 damage to it, then the thing it takes out, which will be the Noxious Pod, will then destroy Final Breath, which is fitting. Alright, General Armstrong, reduce damage dealt to this card and hero targets by environment targets by 1 whenever subject in our play. Oh, right, and he's going to destroy. Okay, no, he's destroying Final Breath anyway. But it's not really a big deal. Or no, I guess, yeah, Capitan's going to flip and Final Breath will heal. So that's fine. General Armstrong, you can go ahead and take Final Breath out. Temporal Thief, that's cheating. You can't just keep taking cards and putting them underneath your card. At least Backlash Generator will react. And we'll put one of these random cards in the trash. Let's do Luminary because we want to get the Backlash Generator back, or the Regression Turret rather, and that was good. Okay. We'll keep this for sure. Excuse me, let's get rid of Run Aground. I haven't really used that one too much yet, but I mean, like, obviously all of these cards have various amounts of utility, but I want equipment cards to be in play, not in my trash. Or if anything, I want them to be on the bottom of my deck, so there's that. Do I want to discard to rearrange? No, I don't. So now the Future Tech Gun can deal irreducible damage, which bypasses Siege Breaker's reduction. Maria Elena's Plot can deal each villain target 1 fire damage whenever one of my equipment cards is destroyed. That's awesome. Proud to have Figurehead obviously is an amazing thing, especially because last game we did this with Luminary and his devices became super potent. Or we could also just do Way Anchor again. But I think the Future Tech Gun will be great because we can ping Capitan, which we need to do to get rid of these cards. And then we can hit Siege Breaker. True Shot's just going to be there. So yeah, Luminary is a great choice because even if I don't want the card, putting it in the trash will power him up. Might as well hit True Shot. And you're still hitting heroes, generally speaking, so I'm going to hit Bionic Patroller, even though Armstrong is reducing you, which is nice. Do I want to hit anything else? I don't want to. Now, who wants to use a power? Luminary. Aha, regression turret. Perfect. Doesn't something bad get powered up by more security in play? That is an excellent question. I honestly don't know. I don't see any though. Unless it's in the trash. It could have gotten discarded. But no, the EMP cannon and the blast doors. You missed a lot in the open talk. What did the two pirates say to each other? Capitan said something to Comodora about, like, where's your ship and your crew? And then Comodora was like, you'll have to remember this fight, but now is not the time or something. Just the sentries. Well, I did see something about that, didn't I? Didn't I? I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just, so I haven't really read through this deck too much, so I'm just like skimming all of these. But, oh no, yeah, Bionic Patrol does do damage based on the, duh, there we go, right there. I skipped it because I'm like, oh, it's already in play and I know how it works. Duh. This card increases damage based on the number of security cards in play, yes. And Blast Doors is in fact a security card, so is the Foundry and the training facility. So there you go. Okay. Applied Numerology is going to be nice because we can have damage dealt from hero to hero reduced by 1. So next time we do indiscriminate damage, that will help. And I don't have enough arcane tokens to take max advantage of Ancient Tome. So I'm just going to do the 2 damage. Or no, you know what? You know what? I have Applied Numerology in play. I'm going to use Ancient Tome. I'm going to select the arcane tokens. I'm going to reduce it by 1. There we go. All right. Flox Care, unfortunately, is already in my hand, but Harpy Hex is already in play, so I guess I'm going to take Flox Care. And what card am I play? I might as well play Flox Care. Vote for the next unlockable character variant is in 2 days. Woo! Yeah, I guess that's a thing. I'll be honest, I've been very caught up with teaching this semester, so I've not been doing a good job of following up on any of the Handelabra developments. But let me double check this. I know it was tweeted out, wasn't it? This one deck dungeon stuff. Dolphin's Dive was posted. Sale on that. Well, someone's gonna find something where it shows it, or is it here? No, that's when Oblivion was released. I don't know. But I do know that is a thing that's happening. I just don't remember where I saw the source. All right, either play 2 cards to draw 3 cards, or destroy up to 3 ongoing cards and then deal damage based on the number of cards destroyed this turn, which is especially potent. I have good reason for not knowing because teaching and education is a high priority. Thank you, I appreciate that. I do enjoy what I do greatly, but especially this semester, I've been teaching 5 courses across 2 schools, and I'm teaching 4 evenings, which includes Tuesday night, so I'm not here for Handelabra Live, and so I feel like I'm missing out a lot on the Jeremy and John experience. The other classes I do are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday morning, so a lot of my days I teach in the morning and teach in the evening. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is like the hardest part of my week in that regard. But now it's the weekend and I'm free and I get to do Dolphin's Dive and it's all so great and fun. I have a lot of unnatural upheavals. I could use calculated action, but I would rather save this for more card plays, but I don't really have enough card plays. So I could skip, but my power also involves drawing a card, so I might as well do that. So I'm going to do an unnatural upheaval, but I don't think I'm going to destroy something. I'm just going to do 1 damage, because it's still something that will return a card underneath Capitan. Now let's put a seed into Akash'Thirya's trash. I guess it might not have been a seed, but it was. I don't have another power yet. So I think Comodora is fine on cards. I mean, we do now have 2 equipments, but we do have ship shape, so that's mitigating things. Let's give this to Akash'Thirya. We want to get her set up more. Okay. So now I do have regression turret, even though it's also in my trash, but I do have a regression turret. But this only reduces damage dealt by targets dealt damage this way, which is not going to hit Siegebreaker or Capitan. It could hit True Shot. I could put out Disposable Defender just to protect Luminary. Luminary is not the highest. He's in fact the lowest HP hero. I could play this to put a device for my trash into play, which is Regression Turret, but also Saber Battle Drone. Which is nice because it does automatic damage, but I would have to use this power to get it, or I could technologically stable for it. Actually, yeah, I could technologically stable and get it. Anything that can do ping damage is what I'm looking to right now, because getting rid of these cards underneath Capitan will help. But I can't hit Siegebreaker for the time being. But I can hit the Bionic Patroller. And we got a Doomsday, the one that says deal each non-hero target 2 fire damage, which isn't as fun as the one that says well, that's also a fun one right there. You may destroy 1 non-character card other than this card. So like if Capitan decides to get out her entire crew, we could just destroy everything. Okay, so let's ping Comodora, I guess. Because Comodora could get things from a trash. It could do more damage, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. So we're still trying to get seeds in the trash with the power so that Primeval Germination can shuffle a seed from the trash into the deck. So Cultivation isn't really going to help with that, but it could discard or play the top card of the environment deck to help get a seed in play. Accelerate Nature's Order, but we don't really have too many seeds in the deck just yet. In fact, I think we played the only seed that was in the deck. Obviously, you could play this just to get random environment card plays, but let's try to do it when we have lots of seeds. Thrashing Brambles, increased damage dealt by primordial seeds by 1. Or we could scatter seeds, because we could draw a lot of cards. Yes. And we can move any number of seeds from my trash. But then I don't really have another power. I could move a seed from my hand or trash. Okay, yeah, let's scatter seeds. That way I could start doing various things. And I'm not going to reduce the damage. We get lots of cards, and I can discard 4 cards, which should hopefully be seeds. Which we do have a variety of seeds here. We have 1, 2, 3 seeds, so the 3 seeds will be discarded. Then we can also discard something else. I don't think I want two cultivations. I could use that to have a bunch of end of turn discard or plays, which I guess is nice. Rapid growth could shuffle the trash into the deck, but cultivation would basically, yeah, we'll discard rapid growth. Move any number of seeds from your trash to the environment trash. Choose for me. Fun fact, dropping the moon on La Capitan's entire crew was the first thing Luminary did in the game he saw use in. That's funny. Alright, we don't have seeds in my hand or trash, but I can still draw a card. Which is a seed. Okay. So let's get Strangling Roots because it could reduce damage dealt to a target. So, first time environment card enters play, other player discard. We're going to discard because we want to get seeds. And a subject entered play, so we all draw cards. And yeah, Luminary or Lifeline will use a power now because his power will say draw a card and someone else can draw a card. So let's give that to Akash'Thirya. Yeah. Awesome. Good. Less good. Mabel. Okay. Prepare to die. We have to destroy something. I do have another applied numerology. I do have another Phlox Care. So I guess I'll get rid of the Phlox Care. We're gonna keep all the other cards because I'm selfish. Alright. I don't need 3 of these, I guess. Ooh, Brig Teleporter, but if we can get Siegebreaker down to 5 or fewer after it, so I guess 6 or fewer before we use this, that would be amazing because we can stop Siegebreaker from dealing damage. So let's try to do that somehow. This is irreducible, which is nice. Hit Capitan because cards, and then hit Mabel because Mabel. Oh yeah, there's more targets, jeez. Whenever this card is dealt damage, increase the next damage dealt by this card by 1, which is risky though. I'm just going to ignore it because Armstrong's reducing it by 1. I'll take out the Bionic Patroller. Right, he's reducing... Yes. And I'll hit Mabel. Or, sorry, True Shot, which isn't going to matter. Someone else may use a power, so I want to get Siegebreaker down to 6. Is there a way I can accomplish that? I can with Harpy's power. Because Harpy can increase it by 1. Increase the 2 damage by 1 on Siegebreaker. And then I can bring Teleporter Siegebreaker. Siegebreaker cannot deal damage. Alright. Cool. So I could actually just use base power and deal 2 damage to 2 targets. Or I could do 3 damage to 1 target. Or I could Ancient Tome, but I don't really have another ongoing yet, I guess. Let's use base power. What do I want to do here? 1 target or 2 Infernal? Let's increase the target. Because I can hit Capitan with 1 of the hits then. We do need to get rid of Mabel. Okay. Let's get an equipment card. Arminarch's Casing. Alright, that's actually good. I don't have another power, right? This is not a power use, yeah. So we'll not use a power. Draw a card. And someone else may draw a card. Let's give this to Luminary. Nope, Luminary's at 8. So Harpy or Comodora. Let's give it to Harpy. We haven't given it to Harpy yet. So, regain a hit point or deal a target damage. If I do 1 damage here, we should be able to get rid of Mabel on Luminary's turn. So, yeah, brilliant inventor. But I knew it was going to work. Or what was it? I still do not see why we're not pulling the moon into it. It would have worked. It would have worked. Hey, we got the orbital death laser. Awesome. But we don't have enough cards in the trash. But I will do this. I could actually hit codename Radioactivists because it will reduce his next damage, but it will reduce his damage. It will increase the next damage by 1. It's equivalent. Or no, I could have hit True Shot, I guess. Would have been better. Let's hit True Shot. Because True Shot does do damage as well. But definitely hit Capitan, and then hit True Shot, and then hit Mabel, because we're going to take out Mabel. There we go. No! 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 It's melee! Mabel! Well, I can still do it, it's just annoying. Instantaneous maturation might do it. Yeah, we have creeping mold. I could destroy a device and deal fire, yes. That's the option I was considering. I could destroy repair nanites, I could destroy orbital death laser, because I could... Well, I mean, but orbital death laser is probably a bit better, because we don't have all the crew to have to deal with. But I'm also thinking if I could do this without sacrificing a device, even though Luminary is all about cards in the trash and all. I could Thrashing Brambles, it's a bit of a waste, but that would do some damage to Siegebreaker and Amazing Mabel. And maybe we can get rid of True Shot. Maybe. Probably not. Also, this redirects to Luminary. Let's do that because it will use up the redirect. Alright, redirect's done. Alright. And I don't need to heal my devices other than the backlash generator. So yeah, let's Thrashing Brambles. Because I like to play dangerously, but I can reduce the damage, so it's not as dangerous. Well, I guess it's only the 1 damage, but whatever. Oh no, you prevent that, but you don't get rid of the toxic. Deal with it. And then this is going to do 2 and 2, but... Are we going to be able to deal with True Shot? I guess if we don't let Comodora play a card, we could somehow do it. Yeah, we're going to try it. I think Comodora can do it if she sacrifices her card play. Let's do Noxious Pod. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! It's a Noxious Pod. Oh. Noxious Pod! No! Dang. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. It happened. I can discard any number of cards, draw as many cards as I discard at +1. I will discard the seeds. And get rid of Accelerate Nature's Order. I kind of like trying to get as many card draws as possible to get 2 awesome cards. That's okay. Obviously One with Wind is amazing. Instantaneous Maturation, I can get any seed I want. So, and as the Earth turns is great. I'll get rid of 1 Cultivation. I'll keep the rest because all of those are good. Verdant Explosion and Thrashing Brambles and Healing Pollen and Earth's Attunement and Creeping Mold. Okay. Oh no, the ship's back. Okay. Who's considered the highest? Let's hit Lifeline because Siegebreaker. Oh no, Siegebreaker can't deal damage, so that didn't matter. But then Harpy, I don't know. Yes, exactly. Perfect. Okay, so she's gonna shuffle her trash into her deck, so this is actually the perfect time to destroy this ship, if possible. By the way, Backlash Generator, although it's not, it only acts once. Shoot. Okay, whatever. Fine. All right, we're destroying the ship this turn. We're also going to get rid of True Shot this turn. I'm going to get rid of Away Anchor, as fun as it is. Not do that one. I will do this one. Harness Anomaly. I want to use my 2 figureheads. I'll get rid of the plot. Sorry, I lost track of the plot. Let's skip this one. Because I still want to try to get rid of True Shot. Probably not going to happen, though. By the way, Capitan is flipping again. Let's give this to Akash'Thirya, who is then going to use Thrashing Brambles. I, too, like to play dangerously. Alright, Siegebreaker is gone. That's the good news. I can stop True Shot from dealing damage. And if I don't play a card, I can use Harpy's power to take out True Shot. Yes, it's worth it. But I will increase the 1 target to 2 targets, so I can also hit the ship. All right, we got rid of True Shot. That was the True Shot. That was the True Shot. Okay, hello, Lifeline. You have cards. What would you like to do with them? Unleash energy again? I could take out Codename Radioactivist with Discharge Life Force, so I'll do that. But I'm not going to use that power directly. I'm going to use my base power, because I could still give someone else a card draw. Destroy Codename Radioactivist. Then I can hit the ship. Capitan. Stop dealing damage. And then someone else may draw a card. Actually, it could be me. I could give myself the card draw. Actually, I could have done that the entire time. I kind of forgot about that. I kind of figured it had to be me and someone else, but it could have been me twice. Oh well, that's fine. Comodora is actually starting to hurt for cards. I will deal damage because I do want to get rid of the ship. So what can we do here to try to mitigate that, or to try to go towards that? I can destroy 2 devices, put an ongoing card into play. Oh, I guess I could destroy any device, and then I can get... Or are those discarded? No! No, you discarded all according to plans. This was not according to plan. This was very much not the plan. Okay, fine. Saber battle drone. Yeah, we can do that to deal damage to the ship. I don't think I need explosive reconstructor at this point, I suppose. So I do have a saber battle drone that can destroy something. So we'll do that. We'll use regression turret. Lower your damage. Hit that. Dangerous vision? Oh, right! It searches my trash! I thought it searched my deck. Okay. I was thinking, oh no, they're all my trash, but yeah, it searches both. Okay, fine. Everything is according to plan again. Okay. Read cards, Lude. You know how this works. Alright, so trash, all according to plan. There we go. Which I still need an extra instance of damage in order to take out the ship. But I could destroy a device. No mint. Rip. Yeah, so I'm not gonna... I'll just do the 3 blow to it. So I'll destroy one of these, which... That's one I want. I can't destroy that because that will get rid of the thing, so we'll get rid of Backlash Generator. Deal... Oh, no, right, yeah, I could have discarded one. No, we'll just deal damage. It's fine. I'll get a card play on my turn where I'll use the discarded card, so... I think this is the perfect opportunity to as the Earth turns. So we're doing it. I'm not gonna use Thrashing Brambles because that's a lot of damage. I'm just gonna Dormant Essence. And there are seeds in my trash. There are seeds in my hand. Let's get a Healing Pollen because Thria is hurting. And let's shuffle a Healing Pollen. Dr. Demicav, which... Oh, look, good, we get that. Increased damage dealt by subjects. If there are any subjects in play, this card is indestructible. At the end of the environment turn, if there are no subjects in play the top card of the environment deck. Okay, cool. Let's play the top card of the environment deck. Oh, it's a Strangling Roots. Let's reduce damage dealt by Capitan. And... You're not doing damage. You want to deal damage. Is there any strategic reduction of damage like Akash'Thirya? But we can't because we have to actually be dealt damage this way to not play a villain card, so I can't target Thria. I don't think there's really a strategic choice here, so I'm just gonna skip. And we get Aggressive Volunteering. At the end of the environment turn, discard the top 2 cards of the environment deck, put any subjects discarded this way into play, then deal each target 1 lightning damage. If at least 3 environment targets are dealt damage this way, destroy this card. Which, yeah, those are not targets. And 3 targets will not be dealt damage this way. Actually, hold on. I saw a thing. Like this thing. So we're gonna be strategic here because reasons. We're not that dumb. Target Capitan. Target Dr. Demicav. Target target Noxious Pod. That's fine. Because Thrashing Brambles. And then I'm done. And then we will target Creeping Mold. I guess I could destroy Noxious Pod to do more damage, but that's fine. This creeping mold will destroy an environment card, such as aggressive volunteering. There we go. All right, we know how to play this game. Yes. Reduce it. Play the top card of the environment deck, such as training facility. So at the end of the environment turn, each player may discard a card. Any player that discards a card this way may use each power printed on a character card in their play area. So what this is saying is this is great for the Sentinels. This card was made for the Sentinels, which makes sense because Fort Adamant is Sentinels related. Is there any other hero that has multiple character cards in play? Also, my pillow on my bottom, my cushion, whatever, kept getting folded up. I just had to awkwardly stand up to none of these heroes have multiples. Also, look, Thria's eyes are orange now. We were talking about how, like, she's green in some pictures, but red on her character card or something. I think her damaged art is definitely different than whatever. Discard. So now we know the top card is a healing pollen. All right. No card. Let's get rid of this. I do like that card, but let's try to be aggressive. What's wrong, orange? I'm not gonna use combat. Or no, skip that. Discard that. Hello. Get rid. No, let's keep that. I have lots of good cards. I'm gonna play my part to have figureheads eventually, but I'm first gonna do Concord and Helm. Because I like that card. But we will use this power because reasons. Stop. Who wants a power? Actually, this is going to be really good because each player may discard a card and then use a lot of powers. Awesome. We want that card. But I don't want Lifeline to destroy that. Luminary. Well, it would ping if I use Regression Turret. I could also discard for more things, but we are already at an amount where I can use Orbital Death Laser, but we could certainly power it up more with more cards in my trash, but the problem is cards here, so that's not going to be too nice. You're a big fan of Harnessed Anomaly. I know, it's shuffle a card from a trash into its deck, put the top card of the deck into play, you may draw a card, play a card. Yeah, it's a cyclic card, and it can get a card from a trash into a deck, and you can put the top card of that deck into play. Yeah, I get it. I know, I just discarded Vernal Sonata. I just discarded, what's Wraith's card? Impromptu Invention. I know. So none of these involve flipping, right? Or no, wait, do we don't have, or no, we have Swift Summoning. But no. Well, I mean, yeah, but no. Magical Bequest. I want that. Alright, let's give this to Harpy. Harpy will do this. Reduce the arcane requirements. Alright, which card do I want? 100 Aura. Which I could put into play, but it would destroy itself immediately. It would have an effect, but it would destroy itself immediately. We discard a card to draw a card, so we can discard something that isn't doing too much to do something that will do much. Which we already have an applied numerology, so we'll get rid of one. Fusion and Munin. Alright. Seed? I could have known what it was, but I forgot. Equipment card for my trash. Do I have equipment in my trash? I do have equipment in my trash. Deck manipulation. I could plink Harpy to flip a token. Cause oh, because of wait, we had the thing, didn't I? Yeah, right. If I had done Conjured Aura. Well, I could have played Harpy with Harpy, and then it would have been 1. Or no, right. Oh no, it says you may increase by 1 or reduce by 1, so it could have worked. But I'm going to do it now, because I'm going to use Magical Bequest. Draw a card or play an ongoing card. Do I have another ongoing card, don't I? Sure. I could play 2 ongoing card. Do I want to play 1 ongoing card or 2 ongoing card? I will play 2 ongoing card, except I only have 1. That's fine. Why isn't it auto skipping when I don't have cards to draw or to play? I find this funny. Certainly this is a bug, because normally it says you don't have any more ongoing cards to play. Because what's the effect that we're using? We're using Magical Bequest, right? You may draw 1 card or play 1 ongoing card. So it says I might play 2 ongoing card. So yeah, I'm gonna skip that. It's fine. I do like how even though we increase the numeral, we don't change the plurality, because we're not allowed to do that. We can only change the numeral. So I will play 2 ongoing card. Okay, is it time to be risky? Yes. 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 Although, I guess I'm not doing much with that right now, but never mind. I do have a damage instance here that's going to not matter, but we're going to be risky. We're going to be risky. Risky for a bisky. Alright, and then Comodora. Flame jump. Alright, we're going to deal a target damage. Oh no, I can't actually deal damage. Okay. Tasted victory. Yes. I still do not see why we are not pulling the moon into it. It would have worked. All right, bear in mind that if I hit Kavitan, it redirects. I can play Disposable Defender with Disposable Defender and then move a device from my trash into play. Why? Because I can. Where does this redirect? Redirect it to the non-villain with the highest, so that's going to be, it doesn't say here, but it's going to be Kapitan, or Comodora rather. It is advanced. We are on advanced. We've been playing advanced. Do I want, so what we have 4 devices. We also have a variety of cards that would just be discarded, whatever. But that powers up Doomsdays. We could play a device, move a device from my trash into play, but then I would lose that card from my trash, which lowers the power of this. So let's up the power. Let's turn it up to 11. And let's hit Kapitan. Oh no, it redirected. Yeah, let's reduce the damage. So I could destroy something, right? And I could do that to power up things, right? Yeah, like, you know, the whole we should totally do the thing because they're disposable. And then I could deal target damage, or I could discard the top card of my deck, which will do the same thing. Sort of. I mean, well, for Terra Luna Translocator, or no, that's not the one I wanted. It's this one. Yes, it's going to do the same amount of damage anyway. I don't have any damage boosts, so it's going to do the same thing. Okay. What now? One with the land. Yes. Yes. Wanna be balls to the wall here? Nah. Nah. Seeds in my trash? Seeds in my trash? Seeds in my trash? Yes. Or no, we can always move seeds from our trash. Let's do it from our hand then. And yeah, Vitalized Thorns. Perfect. And we'll shuffle a Healing Pollen. And we will play a Healing Pollen. Oh my gosh. That's 3. Now she's green again. Everyone discards a card. Comodora will discard a card and then draw a card because she's Comodora. Como freaking Dora. By the way, if you guys have any exciting ideas for titles, especially after having watched the stream, feel free to send me a PM on Discord or a whisper on Twitch or something. Because I do appreciate ideas, especially because it's been harder and harder for me to come up with titles. Oftentimes I come up with a title based on some random word or phrase I said in the middle of the stream, but I'm not sure that it's necessarily a descriptive title. I'm not really good with titles. I'll just say that. So, if you guys have any ideas for titles, especially after having seen this game, feel free to share it with me. I know I just discarded an amazing card. Shut up. I'm just sitting here discarding cards. Oh, hey, look at all these cards. All right, lots of powers we may use, but they have to be our own things. So, shuffle a hero deck, put a card from that underneath the top card of that deck. Which Comodora can actually draw it at the start of her turn and then play it, so that's probably the person to choose. So you know what I should totally do? Actually, Chronological Sweet Spot's gonna be fun. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Harpy's gonna deal 2 damage increased by 1. You're gonna draw a card, but wait, you can actually use a power, except I don't think I want to do that. I could destroy General Armstrong, but I like him. He's a good guy. Except I could have dealt 3 damage. No, I do, actually. No. I changed my mind. I regret everything. Let's do this again. I don't even remember what... Oh, I discarded a seed. That's what I did. Thank you, General Armstrong. You were great. 3 damage to Capitan is better. I could destroy a seed. I'm not going to destroy a seed. Comodora, whatever. Backlash Generator returns. And then this. Ooh, good. As the earth turns. Beautiful. Motley Crew, guess what? There were no cards in your trash. And you're gonna deal damage, but guess what? Yeah, actually, this is great because then the disposable defender reacts. Oh, but then you read her. No! 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 You are on the wrong side, Dolphin. This is not a bug. She just flips at a weird time. Most villains flip the start of their turn. She flips the end of her turn because she's locked copy frickin' time. Yes, I just did that thing twice. Oh, good. Chronological sweet spot. All right. Oh, no, no, no. I don't want to actually do that. No, back. Back. All right. Let's finish this game because I'm starting to lose sight of the forest for the trees. Skip that. Discard that. Discard that. Draw cards. She waits until the end of her turn because she plays with time to great effect. I find it fitting, honestly. I'm not even mad. That's amazing. And I can't destroy an environment target now, so that's annoying. But we could... Well, I know that there are 2 cards left in the deck. So let's have a super powered up Luminary device thingamabobber doohickey. I don't have the thing that searches my thing, right? Because it's Maria Linda's Plot, which I never played. So let's just move the bottom card of my deck. It was Ship Shape. Fun fact. All right. One shot. Deal numbers based on number. Yeah, sure. That's perfect. And then not one shot, not one shot. Or wait, no. Oh, wait. What is it? I don't even know how this reads. Hold on. Let me back up a step. If the revealed card is a one shot, play it. If not, discard. Why is it? Okay, I'm gonna say that's another bug, but let's actually double check that. Or not. Never mind. Carry on. Carry on. All right. Yeah. And I am going to hit this because reasons. Or do I want to hit something else because reasons? Nah, I don't think I do. But this is reasons. Oh boy, I have another Arcane Explosion. Okay. Okay. But I cannot destroy this Doomsday, which is actually bad-ish, right? Because I'm going to deal 3 damage. No, it will survive. Okay, it will survive. See, there's a reason here. Oh, no, that's not what... I thought that was Capitan! Because I'm dumb. Alright, we're going to hit this because reasons. But that wasn't the one, but that's okay. I wanted to hit this. I'm not going to discard the top card of my deck. I need to keep my deck empty. By the way, my deck's empty too. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, Arcane Explosion. This one. And I do think I want to, like, I'm basically gonna sack all of these disposable defenders, or disposable devices, right? Because they're supposed to be disposable, right? Right? Doesn't apply numerology. Isn't it only supposed to work the first time? Yeah, okay. So it's not just me. Yeah, I don't need that one either. And then the rest of this doesn't 100% matter, but... Oh, I could flip a bird at this point, and then it'll be less damage. Oh, actually, oh! Synergy, I didn't even realize this. This is new. I'm not gonna hit Capitan. I'm gonna hit the Death Laser because I don't want it to die. And I will reduce it. I will hit the heroes because I want them to take less damage. Except for Harpy. I'm kind of cheating the system there, but that's okay. I'm gonna hit Harpy at this point. Well, I could have reduced it, whatever. I'm going to flip an arcane. Oh, look, I'm now dealing more damage. Oh ho! For some reason, that one applied numerology doesn't act, but this one does. Oh, because wait, I don't even know what's going on. Oh, because I already hit it. Okay, so it's for each target. Okay, now I know what's going on. Okay, because the first time each hero target would be the damage, so it's operating each. See, it's so confusing, these effects. Sometimes it's the first time for an instance of damage, first time it's for each. Okay, whatever. I understand things better now. That's all that matters. I'm gonna destroy everything, by the way. All these things that you see, I'm gonna destroy all of them because I don't want to have nice things. But I do need to do extra damage to the Terralunar Translocator. Right, that's not one. Yeah, that's not one I want. The Orbital Death Laser, though, is one I want, but it's surviving. But I do need to do more damage here. And then I guess... Or no, I could then hit the Backlash Generator. And then I could hit Strangling Roots, because Strangling Roots will then destroy the Backlash Generator. See, this is why these villain teams are like, you know, they're nemesis of each other, because we're just like destroying each other's crap. I don't think the rest of this matters, actually. Or it might because of this healing effect. No, it doesn't, because that was the last. Okay, great, fantastic. We'll do the damage. Increase that by 1. We're not on Luminary's turn yet, but Luminary wins the game. And it was all according to plan. No. Cryptic Alignment gives me a power I can use. Yes, I could have used my base power. I don't care. It doesn't really matter. There we go. We did as much as we could to stop Luminary from winning the game, but Luminary's gonna win the game. I think Luminary winning the game is actually us losing the game. But none of these are going to do anything at this point, so it doesn't really matter. Repair nanites, and we will then pull the... Or no, we'll do the... Yeah, we'll do the death laser. It's not pulling the moon, right? Pulling the moon was Paralunar Translocator. We're just going to shoot a huge-ass laser at Capitan. I could have won it on Lifeline's turn. Yeah, if I had actually played 2 cards, I could have done it. But, I mean, come on. You can't not fire a laser. You know, all I wanted was sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads, and instead I got this satellite with a laser beam attached to its head. So the bug about it not showing advanced is here, but it was advanced La Capitan, taken out by the 5 Oblivion heroes. So you can expect that the next one of these games is going to feature Harpy versus Matriarch. You can look forward to that. But, and I said this at the start of the stream and then I never said it again, starting next week, I will be doing a monthly feature. The first Dolphin's Dive of each month will be an Oblivion game. So if you... Sharks with laser beams, that's the episode title. Great, so now the title of the episode is based solely on the last action of the game. Sure, great, fantastic. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how I end up coming up with titles as well. Anyway, so yeah, the first Dolphin's Dive of each month will be an Oblivion game. And so if you want to see more Oblivion games on stream, you can check those out. Obviously, other streamers, or at least Handelabra Live has done it. I don't know. I would doubt that On Deck has done it, and I don't know if Tales from the Archive has done it. But I will have this as a recurring feature at the start of each month, so you can put it on your calendar to expect it on the start of each month, the first Dolphin's Dive of each month, so you can see it regularly in that regard. We'll just do it once a month. If it's too much for me or something, we'll tone it down maybe, but it's fine. That means there'll be no one-deck dungeon next week because Oblivion is going to be the stream, unless for some reason I do it super quickly, which is unlikely, considering that one deck dungeon game and one Sentinels of the Multiverse game takes 2.5 hours these days. So I will try to get someone to also help co-host, but we'll see about that. It's actually very likely that no one else is going to help co-host, but I do kind of want to have there be a stream team for that, and but everyone's busy and whatnot, so it's fine. So next week, and I'm probably going to move the stream to Saturday, by the way, because Friday, April 5th is my brother's birthday, and so I probably want to keep that evening free for a dinner. That said, it's also possible he's going to work that evening because he actually works at a restaurant. So Friday, Saturday, Sundays for him are the busy days of the week, and that's when he makes money, and he would rather work those days. So I'm not sure yet when I'm going to be having my brother's birthday party, but I will we'll have the stream most likely on Saturday. Pay attention to Twitter or on Discord or any other avenue for any other information if that is to change. So next week's Dolphins Dive will be on Saturday, 7 p.m. Happy early birthday for my brother. I will tell him that you said that, Sparky Wolf. The other streams on this channel. Every Monday we have On Deck with Pirate Savvy and Dover. This week it was on Wednesday, but next week it should be back to Monday. I don't know if they've announced it yet, but I think they said they have to change it for the summer, just so you know. Tuesday is Handelabra Live with John and Jeremy sometimes, where they demo content before it is publicly available, such as the Oblivion content, which has been in the workings for the past several months and is now publicly available. Yay! Dolphins Dive, typically every Friday. Next week, for now, will be on Saturday at 7 p.m. The weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream brought to you by yours truly, Lou Dolphin. And every Sunday is Tales from the Archive with another letdown. If you enjoy watching these games, but you haven't played them yourselves, I would really recommend that you go and check out these games. I believe Sentinels of the Multiverse is still on sale due to Oblivion's release, but I could be entirely wrong. I was probably all last week for all I know. As I said, I don't watch Handelabra Live anymore, so I don't really know what's going on. But regardless, if you haven't gotten the Oblivion content yet, or if you haven't gotten Season Pass 2 content, you should. I think the discount on Season Pass 2 is over because now all of the expansions are out, but it is still worth the money. There's a lot of fun decks, lots of fun interactions, and starting next week, we will be seeing the variants in the Oblivion expansion release 1 week at a time based on basically viewer's choice. One Deck Dungeon is up for voting for Game of the Year or something. I forget exactly what it is, but you should go. I think Handelabra's site. Basically, go to Handelabra's site. They have all the information you need. I really should just have Handelabra's site open and I could just read off of that card as opposed to making stuff up for you, but whatever. But One Deck Dungeon, as you saw, is a fun game, especially when you manage to pull together a win out of nowhere like I did. I would say nowhere. It did take a lot of great decision making. It really scratches an itch that Sentinels also scratches, by the way. But you know, they'll come from behind victories, the feeling that it's hopeless and that there's no hope. But with the right decisions and the right rolls, you can do anything you want. But yeah, that is going to wrap it up for Dolphin's Dive this week. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Be sure to tune in next week for the Oblivion game on Saturday, unless I change it last minute. I do like all of you. Please come and say hi and interact. We will have pizza. What? Pizza? 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 Ooh, pizza. Yes, we will have pizza. Or rather, I will have pizza and you can watch. All right. What am I doing? I'm looking for Capitan. Nope, that's heroes. There's villains. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.